Hello, how you doing? Beautiful Seren Stars, and welcome to your Tarot Oracle spiritual bit of everything reading. I'm a spiritualist medium, and I have been for many years, but I also love tarot and oracle cards. Okay, I always say go with what card and reading you feel the most drawn to. So if you don't feel drawn to the card that I pull here today, there are many, excuse me, I'm just going to sit forward a bit. There are many other cards to choose from my page, or there are many other wonderful readers out there, but I'm happy you're here and I hope that you stay. Today, I thought I'd ask a question. Normally I just leave it up to spirit and the cards, okay? But I wanted like messages from loved ones, spirit or spirit guides, to bring to you. What guidance they can bring to you, what messages, in your day-to-day life or huge global events even, whatever. I want to see what comes through from them. So spirit and the cards. What messages can you bring to people from their spirit guides or their loved ones that are heaven's side? Loved ones can also be our pets who have passed over, our beloved fur babies. So we are open and welcome. My shuffling's not going so well on this, but I prefer them to fly out, as you know, if you're regular, rather than picking them. So sometimes it takes me a bit longer to shuffle, and other times they jump up or they fly out. So spirit, what messages can you give to people across the globe today? I hope you're all having a great day. The sun is shining here. I think we have another heat wave coming up in the UK, which I'm personally not looking forward to. So what's the weather like where you are? Okay, we're going to go for this one. I know we have people from many different countries across the world, which is lovely. Let's go for this pack. Let's shuffle these together. So spirit, what messages can you give to people across? Oops, a daisy. That just flew out. We're going to go for this one. This did fly out. So we're going to, I did see it. I haven't read it, but put that back down. I'm going to go with these dragon cards. I haven't used these in a little while. So spirit, what messages do you have for people across the world today? We'd love some messages and guidance. Oh, this one jumped out as well. They're all just flying out. I see it's a golden dragon, but I'm going to turn that over and we'll come back to it, because 9 times out of 10 I forget even what the card was. Okay, it's got your main one. Oh, how beautiful is that? King of Winter. Intelligent, impartial, respected, unemotional, humpback whale. At this time, it's very important that you communicate clearly, be objective and unemotional, and act as professionally as possible. If you need advice, seek out the most experienced expert you can find. Okay, I'm feeling with this as I'm tuning in. This is your spirit guide energy coming through here, and loved one energy coming through here. I'm wavering more on the spirit guide side for most of you, okay, because I have to remember this is a general reading for many across the world, so they will give me examples, but the message will remain the same. So this energy coming in, they're giving me in impartial. I think that's the word that I'm seeing here flashing by. Okay, they're giving this sense of, very much this logical thinker. Okay, they're not without heart, they're not without care. I think that they're stepping in and they're part of your team, because you are an emotional, sensitive, flowing, creative, very deep feeling, like deep ocean feelings that you have, to your core. So you need like this balance, okay, and this kind of them stepping in to your auric field when it could be, for example, giving a speech on something, or writing a speech, or replying to an email, or having a conversation with someone, an important conversation. So they'll come in and they will bring that energy in for you, okay? You may be also on your spiritual path and your spiritual work and spiritual development. So they're bringing in that calmer, logical side, to bring that balance, okay, when you are giving advice and guidance to others, okay. I feel that's really, really important here. Being given the words grounded, they keep you grounded and they keep your energy grounded, because I think for like many of us, we can just get a bit carried away with the fairies, and we're a bit too floaty, okay. So we need to be a bit grounded in our work, and a bit more logical at times, okay. What else? But this strength that they have as well, this guide that I feel that it mainly has so much strength, okay, and so much, this big huge wow. I feel like your guide would be like this really huge, powerful, even if they wasn't tall. I have some guides that are really tall. Even if they were shorter, I feel that their energy and their strength, so in a lot of your work, you may need like this energy and strength to help you through here. They're very much bringing that in and protecting you. There's a lot of protection, okay. I'm seeing this king-like energy, okay. Wise, very, very wise indeed, okay, is what I'm seeing here. And they'd acknowledge their own attributes and their own skills quite confidently, not with arrogance, but they'd be like, yes, I am very wise, although they say time is a man construct, they're just giving me, old as time itself, okay, very wise old spirit guide, not old in the sense as aging, but as in the time, their experience and their knowledge that has got them to this space of being so wise, and a guide, and all those different facets there, okay. They'd be sensible, they'd bring in that sensible energy, which some of us may lack a bit, and I can identify myself there as well. What else can you give me with this wonderful card? Collectively as well, they're showing me across the world at the moment, because the waters are quite turbulent, okay. So collectively across the world, they're bringing in this calmer, more logical thinking, more detached from emotion, energy, okay, and not getting caught up in the drama or the fear or the anxiety or the worry, okay. They're bringing in this calmness and this logic, okay. So tapping into more of that calmer logic energy is important for the energy of the planet. We don't want to add more to sort of fear-based energy, okay. We want to keep those vibrations raised and keep our head above water, okay. Some of you may be finding that quite difficult at the moment with the world stuff, so maybe you do have to take a step back a bit. It's not that you're not caring about what's going on or doing your part or doing your bit, but sometimes we have to take a step back, okay, and think in our logical sort of side and our logical energy, okay. I think that's really important here. Give me the word clarity, to bring clarity, okay, and alignment is the word that they're giving me here. Okay, let's go to the next card that sort of jumped out. Calcite, busy times and multitasking. Take charge of your schedule during this busy time and honestly assess your underlying reasons for being busy. Some of us keep busy to ignore more important things. Some of us keep busy. They're giving me examples here. Because we have so much to do. Family, jobs, study. Other people are putting upon us, not always purposely necessarily, especially if you've got children. I mean, you're the main carer. We can't help that. But they're bringing in this balance here, okay? They're bringing in that energy of a breather, giving you a breather, okay? Giving you time to recoup and relax and focus on what's important. Focus on what makes you happy. Focus on what brings you joy, okay? Can you become more organized? Can you pass on certain tasks to other people? Can you get help with certain things, tasks or projects? Can you say no? I feel many of you may have difficulty saying no. And you're taking on, they're showing me someone just being weighed down until they're on the ground. So they want to lift off all of this responsibility. Okay, strip it all back. Have you got a holiday coming up? Is there space or time that you can take off? To have a break and sort of reevaluate and recalibrate, okay, is the words that I'm seeing here. Looking after yourself and your mental health, physical health, your diet, all of that. Your lifestyle is the words I'm seeing here, are really important, okay, for longevity, for living a long, healthy, happy life is what I'm seeing here. To be living a joyful life. Are you living a joyful life? I think many of you may be feeling bogged down by responsibilities, roles, and responsibilities in life, so they're just taking that off of you. But you have to be the catalyst for this. You have to be the one to analyze the scene and probably with quite, if you're more of a emotional being like myself, sensitive, then I want you to look at it in a more analytical, and again bringing in this analytical energy from your guide, okay, this impartial. It's kind of looking, stepping back and saying, almost looking at yourself as another person and writing it down analytically, and saying, okay, it could be finances, it could be looking at finances, going, okay, right, and being realistic and real about certain things. Okay, that could be something you need to look at too, but looking at it from probably in a different mindset than you would usually. Maybe it's just you're so busy, you're so caught up, or you're so busy trying to distract yourself from things that need to be sorted, or distract yourself from they're showing me shoveling away or sweeping away or unboxing certain things, and organizing, okay? And we're all guilty of that, okay? So this beautiful, strong guide is coming in to help you with this process. And you can ask them out loud, or you can pray to them to kind of show you the way and give you the tools to do within which to do this, or the support within which to do this, or signposting you in the right direction, okay? And surrounding you with this beautiful golden energy. They're giving me burnout. Maybe some of you hit burnout, or you're going to hit burnout, okay? And no one wants that. They're giving me holiday again, so definitely feel that you need to stop and recharge as part of this process here. Okay, let's go on to this one. And we have the beautiful golden dragon that matches perfectly with this golden calcite, yellow calcite here. Golden solar dragon helps you stand in your masculine power with wisdom. Let your DNA be reprogrammed and light codes activated. Become an inspired leader. And again, we've got this golden crown, and we're bringing in this strong energy. And we said, wisdom. We was going here, and this guide was going, well, I'm very wise, But bringing that into your life, and this power that I was seeing, this powerful energy from this guide, and this just reiterates this in this beautiful golden powerful dragon card here. I feel that you need to let in, and meditation could be really helpful for you, and tap into this calmer, more logical energy. It's not to let go of your creative or sensitive side, or they're giving me quirky ways, okay? But if you need to get things more organized, or get rid of certain tasks, roles and responsibilities, or change things in your life, okay, to bring you the joy, the balance and the happiness, ask your guides to step in. They'll happily step in. Give them the authority to step in, or pray or ask them, and they'll happily be there to help you on that journey. What other messages can you give me here, please? And this beautiful energy from spirit guides. Give me a calculator, okay, and working things out. There's definitely working things out in your life, and the energy coming in to help you work things out. And again, it may be funds, it may be monetary, or maybe you're saving up to buy something. You've got your eyes set on something, buying a house, buying a car, and paying everything off. Or it could be all kinds of examples there, but they're stepping in to help you there. I don't know why they've randomly thrown me in a tiramisu. That's a dessert, okay? Tiramisu. It could be linked to something or another word, okay? It could be metaphorical. It would be literally meaning, treating yourself for your hard work, okay? Whenever you accomplish something or get something done, like good job, it's always good to reward yourself and reward your brain, that connectivity, whatever it is, it doesn't have to be food, just to say good job and well done for my own hard work, and recognizing that you're treating yourself, perhaps a bit of self-care and pampering involved here too. I feel like a lot of you are not putting your feet up enough. I'm seeing someone not, resting enough. Even if you were sitting still in your chair, your mind might be going 100 miles per hour. Okay, so it's about bringing that true sense of peace, true sense of relaxation. Maybe some of you need to get out in nature, and walking or music, whatever brings you that true sense of peace and calm here. Definitely lots of rewards for your hard work, and they're giving the words organization, organizing your life, okay? And we can all take a bit of advice from that. Is there anything else? We'll take one more card. I think I'm going to go for this pack. So spirit guides, what messages do you have for people across the world from their own guides? Okay. Oh, that one jumped out, so we are going to go for that one. And we have wait. It's not time yet. Things are being woven. So I feel very much it's things are being woven. I feel your own life, weaving your own life, being the master of your own life. Okay, maybe it feels a bit out of control. Okay, if you're busy and you're multitasking, you're here, there, and everywhere. So stepping out and stepping back. Analyzing, reflecting, planning, sort of. Oh, hang on, my batteries just showed up as low. I'm just going to move that. So I've done quite a few readings today. Sorry about this. I'm going to do that, and then we're recalibrating, redesigning certain areas of your life before you jump back in to a new, more organized, a bit more logical, a bit more calm energy there. And lots of reflection, I think, is important in this too. Reflecting and thinking about what's not working, how can we change that, setting goals, achieving those goals as well. They could be small things, like for example a family member, and I've done some myself recently, organizing that cupboard that's been driving you mad. And I'm really proud of that person, because I know they have health difficulties and they have stuff going on. They've really worked hard to organize parts of their life, it's like an ongoing daily thing, but to make things better so that they can think clearer, that they can have a bit more energy, that they can feel a bit more freer, okay, and a bit more energized, okay. So maybe for some of you, that's just an example. It doesn't have to be huge things, small steps along the way, okay. It could be relationships as well. It could be cutting off certain relationships if they drain you. You may have a certain friend or a certain neighbor. They're always taking your time. Your time is precious. Where is your time going? Look at where that time is going and who to. Okay, or what you're doing in that time. Is it something else you could be doing better that will benefit you and your future and your relationships and your health and your well-being is really important. So I bring in this beautiful, beautiful energy we have here from your spirit guides, okay? And I feel this with so much clarity, clearing and transmuting, okay? And lifting any heavy weights from your shoulders. I feel this with so much love and light and blessings. And I will see you in your next reading. God bless.